Hello there, and welcome. I'm glad you're here. Maybe you've had a long day, or maybe your thoughts are still awake, quietly wandering through the edges of space. Tonight, let them drift. There's nothing you need to do now, no tasks, no plans. Just listen, breathe slowly, and feel your body become lighter. As if gravity itself has softened. Because tonight, we're leaving Earth behind. Not in a rocket, but in thought. We're going to visit an old friend, one you've seen 1,000 times. And yet never truly met. The moon. A pale companion that rises and fades, follows and hides. And keeps one side always turned toward us. And the other forever away. The hidden half, the moon's secret side. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the quiet of space. A dark ocean scattered with stars. Somewhere within it, the earth turns slowly. And beside it, the moon glides. Silent. Constant. Its surface painted in light and shadow. Its edges sharp against the void. It has watched over every life that ever looked up. The same moon that guided travelers, poets, and dreamers long before your time. It's watching you now. Through your window, through the thin air of night. But tonight, we won't just watch it. We'll go closer. We'll drift across its craters, touch the frozen seas of dust. And wander into the darkness no human eyes can see. The far side. A world hidden by time and physics. Its mysteries kept in silence for billions of years. And maybe, by the end of this quiet journey, you'll feel what many astronauts have felt. That strange mixture of awe and peace. The sense of being very small. And very eternal. So take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. Your heartbeat settles into a rhythm. Like the soft orbit of the moon around the earth. And as the music fades into the background, our story begins. From where you are, the moon seems simple. A glowing coin hung in the night. Waxing, waning, changing shape but never vanishing. It pulls at the oceans, guides the tides. And casts pale light across sleeping forests and quiet cities. It looks close enough to touch. But it's far, nearly 400,000 kilometers away. A distance so wide. You could fit every planet between Earth and Moon. And still have room for silence. We see its face so often that we forget how ancient it is. Older than any mountain. Older than every living thing that's ever looked up. The same shadows that you see tonight were seen by the first humans who painted on cave walls. Its craters have not changed since then. No wind, no rain, only stillness. The moon is a photograph that never fades. Yet, for most of human history, we didn't know what we were looking at. Some believed it was a mirror of the earth. A reflection of our world made pale. Others thought it was divine. A lantern for the gods. Or a watchful eye that never blinks. It became a calendar. A compass. A mystery woven into every culture that ever looked skyward. Each night, as it rises, it pulls more than tides. It pulls imagination. There's something in its light. Something that feels calm and ancient. As if it remembers a time before Earth had oceans. Before life began. A quiet witness in orbit. But even a familiar friend can hide its truth. The face we see, the side that glows with seas and scars, is only half the story. The other half remains forever turned away. Locked. Hidden. Not by choice, but by gravity. And that's where our path leads next. You've seen the moon's face 1,000 times. The familiar pattern of dark plains and bright scars. The seas of tranquility and serenity. The great circular wounds left by ancient impacts. But the other side, the far side, is something else entirely. For as long as humans existed, no one had ever seen it. Not once. Even as civilizations rose and fell. As telescopes scanned the heavens, the moon kept her secret. She turned, yes, but in perfect rhythm with her orbit. One spin for every trip around the Earth. A cosmic dance called tidal locking, where the same face always looks our way. The other remains hidden. A side forever turned toward the stars. It's not dark, as some imagine. It receives just as much sunlight as the near side. But from Earth, it is unseen. Unreachable by our eyes. For thousands of years, it existed only as imagination. The dark side of the moon. A phrase whispered in poetry and myth. In music and wonder. An unseen twin. Then, one cold morning in 1959, a machine ended that mystery. The Soviet spacecraft Luna 3 rose above the moon's horizon and turned its camera toward the hidden half. The first photographs returned to Earth showed a world utterly unfamiliar. Rugged, cratered. A landscape torn and ancient. So unlike the calm face we knew. The near side, smooth and shadowed with seas of basalt. The far side, scarred with mountains. A surface untouched by lava plains. As if two worlds had been fused into one. Astronomers were astonished. The moon was not symmetrical. It was lopsided. Heavier on one side. Its crust thicker on the other. Why? No one fully knows. Some say when it formed, Earth's gravity tugged the molten layers unevenly, pulling the lunar heart slightly off-center. Others think ancient impacts shaped its hidden side, hammering it into rough silence. Whatever the cause, the far side became a vault, preserving the scars of the early solar system. A museum of creation itself. If you could stand there now, you'd see no Earth in the sky. Only stars. Countless, sharp, and eternal. The horizon would glow silver at sunrise. The surface pale with ancient dust. You'd feel the silence press against you. A silence so deep, you could almost hear your heartbeat echo. The far side is the quietest place in the solar system. No radio waves. No noise from Earth. Just the hum of the universe beyond. It's here that future astronomers dream of placing telescopes. Giant dishes listening not to light, but to whispers. Signals from the birth of galaxies. From the first stars that ever shone. The far side of the moon is the perfect ear to listen to the cosmos. But before we drift deeper into that silence, let's look below the surface, where more secrets wait. As we descend, the light changes. What looked silver from afar becomes soft gray, then ash white. Each grain of dust catches the faint sunlight, sparkling for a moment before falling still again. This dust is older than any desert on Earth. A blanket woven from meteoric fire and time. The moon keeps its history close. There is no wind here to sweep things away. No rain to wash the scars. Every footprint, every impact, every trembling touch of a falling stone, stays forever. Beneath that quiet skin lies a story of violence. Long ago, molten rivers of rock flowed through vast plains. They cooled into dark seas, Maria, the oceans of the moon. But these seas were not made of water. They were born of magma, erupting from deep within when the young moon's heart still burned. Each eruption sealed another chapter of its cooling core, turning motion into memory. Deeper still, scientists believe there once pulsed a molten heart. A small metallic core rich in iron. It spins no longer. Yet faint traces of magnetism remain. Ghosts of an ancient magnetic field that vanished billions of years ago. Tiny fragments of lunar rock still remember that lost force. Like fossils of invisible wind. And somewhere below the surface, in the permanent shadows of polar craters, there may lie ice. Frozen lakes of time untouched by sunlight for billions of years. Each molecule of that ice could be older than the Earth itself. A relic of comets that brushed the moon in the age before life began. If you could touch it, it would feel colder than thought. Still. Pure. Silent. The moon hides secrets not only in what it holds, but in what it lacks. There are hollows beneath its crust. Long tunnels carved by ancient lava, spanning for miles. Some are so wide you could fit cities within them. Future explorers may one day build homes there, sheltered from cosmic rays and sunlight, sleeping beneath stone that remembers the birth of the solar system. Even now, the moon stirs. Seismometers left by astronauts still whisper faint tremors. Moonquakes. They rise from deep inside, slow and echoing, as if the moon itself were sighing in its sleep. Some are born from meteor strikes, others from the sun's heat expanding the crust, and a few from the tidal pull of Earth. A reminder that even in stillness, the moon and Earth are forever connected. A pair of dancers tugging at one another through invisible strings. If you listen long enough, you might almost hear it. A low hum. A resonance in the stone. The quiet breathing of a world that never truly rests. Imagine the Earth. Not as the calm blue world you know, but as a molten sphere. Its surface glowing red. Its skies filled with fire. 4.5 billion years ago, our planet was young, restless, and not alone. In that ancient time, a wandering world, roughly the size of Mars, drifted too close. We call it Theia. For a heartbeat in cosmic time, the two worlds touched. And then, they collided. It was not a crash. It was a creation. Mountains melted. Oceans of rock boiled. Earth's outer layers were torn away, flung into orbit. A halo of molten fragments glowing against the dark. And from that fiery ring, slowly, gently, the moon began to form. At first, it was a sphere of flame. Its surface churned like liquid metal, and its glow would have painted the Earth's nights red. Tides were enormous then, hundreds of times stronger than today. Seas rose and fell like breathing giants, shaping continents still soft with heat. But over eons, the moon cooled. Its seas of fire hardened into stone. Its glow dimmed to silver. And as it circled Earth, its rotation began to slow. The invisible pull of our planet's gravity stole its spin, locking one face toward us forever, and turning the other into a secret. The moon's orbit drifted outward, and still does, about 4 centimeters every year. Each year, it leaves us a little farther behind. But the bond remains. Without the moon, Earth's tilt would wander. Our seasons would collapse into chaos. The tides would weaken. And the rhythm of life itself might have never begun. Every tide, every wave that breaks upon the shore, is an echo of that ancient collision. A whisper from the birth of our closest companion. When you look at the moon, you're seeing Earth's lost pieces, forged into a silent twin. And somewhere in the dust of its craters, atoms once part of our world still lie waiting. The moon is not foreign. It is family. A mirror of what we were. And what we became. Look at it long enough, and you might feel it. The quiet pull of memory. A reminder that everything drifts. But nothing is truly lost. The moon looks still. But if you listen closely, truly listen, you'll find it is anything but silent. Hidden beneath its calm and distant glow are mysteries that have puzzled astronomers for centuries. Soft anomalies, faint echoes. Things that linger at the edges of certainty. The moon doesn't shout its secrets. It exhales them, quietly. There are moments, rare and fleeting, when lights appear on its surface. A flicker. A glow. A soft pulse that appears, then disappears without a trace. Astronomers call them transient lunar phenomena. Brief lights glowing on the moon. For reasons no one fully understands. Some flashes bloom like tiny flares. Others appear as soft mists, hovering above a crater's edge. A few seem to drift like embers in slow motion. For decades, people wondered if they were illusions. Tricks of atmosphere. Tricks of the eye. But spacecraft later confirmed that something is truly happening. Something real. Something the moon has not yet explained. Some say the light comes from gas escaping from deep cracks in the crust. Ancient breath exhaled through stone. Others believe tiny meteor impacts spark brief glows of molten dust. A few whisper that electrical charges dance across the lunar soil like silent lightning. No theory fits perfectly. The moon keeps part of the truth in its own quiet language. And then there are the moonquakes. When the Apollo astronauts placed seismometers on the lunar surface, they expected to hear occasional tremors, small thumps from meteor strikes, or gentle shifts of stone. What they found was stranger. Moonquakes rang. They echoed. Some vibrated for nearly an hour. That doesn't happen on Earth. On Earth, quakes are absorbed by water, by air, by the shifting layers beneath. But the moon has none of that softness. It is dry, empty, and more resonant than any bell. When it shakes, the vibrations ripple across its body, like sound through bronze. One astronaut said, it was as if the moon was made of metal. Not hollow, but ringing in a way only silence can hold. And then there is the strangest whisper of all. A faint glow on the horizon of the moon, just before sunrise. Apollo astronauts saw it, drifting upward like rising mist. But mist cannot form here. So what was it? Some believe it's sunlight, catching tiny dust particles, lifted by electrostatic forces. A soft, shimmering halo, born from charged grains, floating for only a moment, before falling back to the ground. A fragile phenomenon, unique to a world with no air. Others believe it might be something else. An effect we barely understand, created by the quiet breath of the solar wind, touching the moon's lonely skin. Whatever it is, it was the last thing the astronauts saw before stepping back into the dark, carrying the secret home. But not the explanation. And then there are the questions, the ones without answers. Why is the moon's crust thicker on the far side? Why do some craters glow faintly long after sunset? Why do certain rocks contain magnetic scars, though the moon has no magnetic field today? Why do ancient lava tubes stretch hundreds of meters wide beneath the surface? Why does the moon drift away from us a little more each year, as if slowly releasing our hand? Questions that remind us that even familiar worlds can remain mysterious. For a very long time, the moon does not solve these riddles. It simply holds them quietly, patiently, in the soft shadow of its far side, and in the light we think we know so well. And as these mysteries drift through the mind, Slowly, gently. We drift with them. Toward what comes next. As we float above the moon's silent horizon. The surface softens beneath us. A blend of shadow and silver. Quiet and endless. And now. Our thoughts turn toward the future. One day, humans may return here. Not for flags. Not for footsteps in dust. But to stay. To listen. To learn. To build quiet sanctuaries beneath the moon's stone ceilings. Deep inside ancient lava tubes. Where the sunlight never reaches. And cosmic rays cannot follow. There, in that eternal shelter. Scientists imagine glowing domes. Gardens lit by artificial dawn. And small communities. Wrapped in the silence of another world. Far above them. Dust would settle. Meteors would whisper across the sky. And the earth would hang. Blue and bright. A reminder of home. On the far side. Where no radio waves from Earth can disturb the airless dark. Future astronomers may raise quiet telescopes. Not to look at planets nearby. But to listen. To the soft beginnings of the universe. Whispers older than stars. Echoes from the cosmic dawn. In that place of perfect stillness. The moon will become. The universe's listening ear. Robots will roam its plains. Rovers gliding over powdered dust. Older than any continent on Earth. They will explore craters in permanent shadow. Where ancient ice may hide. The chemistry of early comets. The building blocks of oceans. And perhaps. Of life. And above all this. The moon will continue. Its slow, graceful drift away from Earth. About 4 centimeters each year. So gradual. You'll never feel it. Yet constant. In the deep future. Eclipses will no longer darken the sky so perfectly. The moon will appear smaller. More distant. A lantern slowly walking away. But even then. It will remain our companion. Our witness. A silver page in the sky. Where the story of the earth continues to reflect itself. As we drift upward now. Away from the surface. The moon becomes whole again. Its curves softening. Its light deepening. Below us, the craters blur into a gentle tapestry. Each one a quiet memory. Etched in stone. Above us. Stars shimmer like frost on glass. And you. You float between them. Weightless. Unburdened. Held in a stillness older than thought. Breathe slowly. Let your mind loosen. Like dust settling in low gravity. There is nothing you have to hold on to now. Nothing that needs your attention. Only this quiet orbit. This soft moment in the night. Feel your thoughts grow lighter. Like fragments of ancient stone. Drifting silently in lunar sky. The moon turns beneath you. The earth glows behind you. And space stretches outward in every direction. Vast, gentle. And endlessly patient. Your body grows warm. Your breathing soft. Your eyes heavy. The moon has a way of calming things. A silent rhythm that settles the heart. A pale glow that slows the mind. And now. As this journey comes to a close. Let yourself rest. Let the stars fade softly. Behind your thoughts. Let the moon's quiet presence. Wrap around you like a slow, silver tide. Tonight. You drift in the calm of creation. A small, warm light. Cradled by a universe. That has been dreaming for billions of years. If you happen to still be awake. You can stay here a little longer. Listening to the soft music. Letting your thoughts drift wherever they wish to go. But if your eyes close now. That's alright. The moon will keep watch. Quiet. Gentle. Eternal. Good night.